Okay, good.
So, do you feel anywhere tight in particular today? Just notice your body. You've been traveling, so
Yeah,
those
but
car rides.
I got home yesterday.
Okay.
So I feel pretty
good.
Okay,
so let's go right into some breathing then.
Okay.
And just take a moment and just notice your breath cycle, just what you're doing naturally for now. You smiled. What's up?
Shallow and in the upper chest.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Don't judge it, but it's good that you you notice that. Remember, this is a ride, not a test.
Right.
So you're feeling it rather high today.
Yeah.
Okay. So do me a favor and just flop over at the waist. Like that. And just breathe and notice if your lower back opens up a little bit.
Yeah, that works pretty well.
Yeah, just breathe there for a while. Let your body recognize that is flexible. Good. And now we're going to roll up, but before you do, as you inhale, as you roll up, just imagine that all the space in between your vertebrae as they stack them, something cushy, something airy, and then it's long and it's pliable.
Okay.
So nice and slow. Just breathe normally. Keep all that space in between your spine. And balance your head on top. And just notice your breath again. See if it decided to migrate a little bit lower. Oh yeah. It's good. It's fun waking that up. We're going to do a little bit of a four-way stretch just to really open up the rib cage then. And the first is going to be to your left. And it's just one of those simple stretches. And don't force it, don't push it. Just go to where it's comfortable. And as you breathe, direct your breath into the right side of your rib cage, the side that's expanded here. And you can also feel the left side contract. But you should be able to direct the breath right into here and sort of open it up like a fan. And just breathe there for a little bit. You can decide to go a little bit further if that's comfortable with each exhale. And slowly come back to center. Notice your breath again. You might feel a little lopsided.
Yes, it does now, yeah.
All right, so let's right that and go to the right. Same thing. Look at you. You're more flexible than me. What the heck?
Yoga every day.
Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it. Good. Come back up to center. And now this one, you're going to clasp your hands behind your back and just gently pull your shoulders down. It might help to imagine your sternum going up is the primary motion as opposed to like pulling down. So just let your sternum float up with that and breathe right into your heart, right into your sternum. There. Let the front of the ribs fan out now.
It's so much freer now that the sides are free already.
Yeah, definitely helps. Come back to a neutral position. Just notice your breath again. And the last one, I'm going to try to open up the back of the ribs. So if you take a little bit of a squat, just bend your knees a little bit, maybe a little bit farther apart than your normal stance, just so you can really ground. And just curve your spine like a C, sort of like a cat. Yeah, it's sort of like an upright cat if you're going to do yoga. And again, direct your breath to the back of the ribs. And just watch your shoulders aren't getting high. You can keep them nice and relaxed. Yeah, there you go. And just breathe down there. And come back up. And just notice your breath now. What's different about it than when we first started?
It's happening mostly here now. So.
Good. And are you retaining any of the sides or the back from
It's just
before?
a lot freer. Like
Good.
I can feel the opening of the ribs when I'm breathing. So,
Good. So we're going to go on to that sustained raspberry exercise with the inhale and the exhale.
Oh, my most favorite.
Your favorite exercise. But as you go through it, if you can think on the inhale, you can take the inhale however you want. I'm not going to count you off or anything because I want it to just plop in and I don't want you to feel like, I have to go.
Yes.
So as the ribs expand, see if you can keep them out as you exhale. So instead of letting them collapse, something like if you inhale, a nice expansion, and immediately go and let the ribcage collapse upon itself, if you can keep that nice and buoyant and expand it all around and or I can't do it unvoiced. And keep that all nice and buoyant as you sustain the raspberry. So just really focus your attention on what your ribs are doing. So inhale whenever you're ready. Just before you start the raspberry, did you feel any? Direct your attention to your upper chest and your shoulders next time you inhale.
Yeah.
Do you feel anything on the sides or the back a little bit?
Lifting the shoulders, I think.
Yeah, just ever so slightly. Just let the breath shush it all out on a shh. Just let it plop in when you're done. Just release the muscles. Yeah, there we go. Nice and calm. Try that one more time. Just exhale it all. And release the muscles. That's all you need for an inhale. Okay.
Remember that.
Yeah, now, remember that. So just put that in the background. Put that in the background. And whenever you're ready, start the unvoiced raspberry. And I'll just keep track of time.
Okay. So I'm going to exhale first. This is making it easier to do this.
That's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Pretty good for a start. See if we can get up to 18 this time. And just really feel those ribs riding outwards.
Okay. So it's hard to do that with just the relaxed plop in of the breath.
Are you feeling, when you let the breath plop in, are you feeling that the ribs are not expanding with it and it's mostly just a lower expansion? Yes. Okay. So let me see if I can just recreate that. I see what you mean. Okay. So this time, breathe as if you're just sipping through a straw.
Yeah.
Do you get more rib expansion that way?
Yep.
Okay. So if you're going to exhale, shush it all out. Shh. Whatever you do. And then inhale through a little bit of a straw and see if you get any more expansion on the ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Try that this time.
Or like a string of spaghetti.
Exactly. Just something focused but not tight.
Okay. Just like 2 breaths, but that's okay.
That's fine.
I just want to do that again before.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
To feel the difference there. So.
Yep, because your lungs will fill from the bottom up. So this will all, the viscera will drop, this will expand, and the ribs will expand.
So it's 2-stage for me now.
For now. Eventually it'll be 1, but I remember
that.
freshman, sophomore year when I was doing this, it was the same. I'd be like, okay, this is expanded, and now this is expanded.
Yeah.
But it will fill up that way.
Okay, good.
There you go. Whenever you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Hey! I think that's, what did we get, 22 last time?
Yes. So it went 18, 20, 22, 24. So
great,
good.
Great. Let's do it one more time.
Okay.
And let's just see where it goes.
Okay.
And just, what were you thinking about that time? Were you directing your attention to your ribs, or were you just sort of feeling it out?
I was just sort of letting it do what it wanted to do.
Okay.
Having just done the other practice. Do you see what I mean?
Yes, I do.
So,
and I think that worked pretty successfully. So
not conscious. It felt more like 1 breath instead of 2, so that was good.
Awesome.
Okay.
Right, so
good.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Great. So just keep going with that throughout the week if you have time. And
yeah.
That's great. Considering lesson 1 we were at 12.
12, I think, yeah.
So
yeah.
That's awesome. That's great progress. So now let's just get the voice going a little bit. And you can just do the same thing, but just add voice to the raspberry and do that sliding around thing we did last time. Do you remember that?
Okay.
So it'll be the same exact process that we've been doing, and except when you exhale, instead of just going, you'll be going, and all throughout your range.
Okay.
And just sort of like waking your larynx up, waking your voice up, and it can be soupy and amorphous.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's funny how much it helps to breathe out before I breathe in.
Yeah, because then you can fill up the full capacity.
Yeah. Nope, didn't start right.
Nope.
Didn't get enough airflow to begin with, you think?
Yep,
Yeah,
also just notice what's happening right here as you inhale. Just notice this time. What do you feel in your
I feel it's
throat?
tightening all the way through here,
Mhm.
yeah.
So when you inhale on that through the spaghetti or the straw, think of keeping your throat really wide.
It's easier if I do my lips together. The throat stays more wide.
Right. If you make the opening in the front at the lips smaller, the rest can stay wide because they're independent of each other. This doesn't have to collapse as you suck in the air. But if you can just wrap your lips around your vocal tract and around your throat, so it's just sort of like, that's not really articulate, but just if you can wrap them around. Your lips are the only thing making the opening smaller. So try that again and see if it alleviates some of the stress in the throat. That sound a little bit more open.
There's still some tightness there, but it was better.
See, on this time when you inhale, see if you can direct the air up and out the back of your head, sort of towards your soft palate. Okay.
Okay.
Better?
Yeah.
Good. Good.
I don't know why that works.
It just created a little bit more space.
Yeah.
And instead of going sucking the air down, this is all part of your vocal tract too. So directing it.
Yeah, it just opens it.
Yep.
Okay.
Good. Do this again, and just keep track of what your head is doing. Just where your head is in space.
Okay.
Just keep that in the background. What did you notice?
She goes down when I go down in pitch. She goes up when I go up in pitch.
Yeah.
She goes forward when I go up in pitch.
Good, but now you have a sense of that.
Yeah.
And just reduce the effort. Know that does not need to happen. So if you want to go up, just hear the pitch going higher. It doesn't have to be connected to the neck or the body. So just try it once, just thinking, if I want to go up, I just hear it going up. Just think that for now and see if that works.
Okay.
How was that?
That was better.
Better?
I didn't exactly do what you said, though. I mean, but I had like an image that my head was sitting in water, like just balancing on water, so that it didn't need to go up or down. Do you see what I mean?
I do.
And if I did go down, the water would be in my face. So.
You are just one step ahead of me. Always. That's great. It's great that imagery is helping you. I now see, if you can imagine, sort of, how a buoy, the head is buoyant and then it has a weight on the bottom? If you can imagine your body as the weight going all the way through your feet into the floor. So like the floor, if this is a really big buoy, the floor is like the the floor of the ocean, and that's what's keeping you down. You're hooked into the floor, but your head is nice and buoyant and light above the water. And see if that helps.
Okay. All right.
Good breath. How was that for you?
I think that felt better.
Good.
It's still, I'm still not in that frame. I mean, I have body habits that are
and they're not gonna. Yeah, it's gonna take you a while to figure it out. So it's not gonna be. There is no perfect. There is no. This is the right way. If it's easier, we're gonna keep going down that path. I just want to try one thing.
Okay.
Because I know you're like kinesthetic, visual, both help you. I just want to try something a little more kinesthetic. So this time, as you sing, as you ascend, allow your chin to really go up. Allow your jaw to really come forward. And as you descend, really let it come down. And really, really exaggerate the habits that we're trying to pinpoint.
The opposite?
No. I want you to go into them more. So really come down. And when you're going up, really come up.
Okay.
I promise I won't make you actually sing like that. I promise.
Thanks.
Yeah, you can see how inefficient that is.
Yeah, it pretty much doesn't work at all.
Yeah. So now, just having done that, do it once again from as if I didn't tell you anything, from more of a neutral place.
Okay.
What'd you notice?
I'm doing something here, like pressing this out.
Like this
way?
Down. So pressing the tongue down.
Yeah, pressing the tongue down inside. Like that. Yeah.
I think that's related to it too. This time, as you do it, do the opposite. And make sure your movements are really gradual and really slow so you can feel, what's going on. So as you ascend, down, and as you descend,
but gradual, more subtle movements. Okay.
Yep. And now, once again, back to a more neutral place. What did you notice that time?
I was still tilting it down a little bit.
A little bit, but compared to the beginning?
Not much.
Good.
Yeah, it feels freer, and I don't feel like I have to do that.
Good. For the last, we're going to do this, because we got this involved. I want to just address the chin a little bit. So just put a finger here, and just notice what it does one more time, and we'll go from there. What happened that time?
Not so much movement?
Yeah, I think maybe just the awareness. You were like, oh, that's right. I have my eye on you. So maybe we can use this a little bit as a trick, just to keep track as we go, because that was very, very good. And I have to commend you. All of your inhales have been awesome in this past exercise. You were really able to retain the space inside without collapsing the walls of the throat. So that's really great work. Let's actually do some scales.
Okay.
So it's going to be just a 5-note pattern, and it will be 3 times the same pattern, and it will be a raspberry, a hum, and then an E vowel.
Okay.
So if we start here, it'll be. And will it help you for me just to play chords, or would you like me to play the pattern with you? I know last time it helped just to have the chords because you didn't imitate the percussiveness of the instrument.
Yeah, I was kind of banging on it.
let's try it with just the chords for now.
Just the chords? Okay. The other thing is, I either end up thinking about banging or I end up thinking about the notes too much. I don't want to do either one, so I'm like, well, one would help with this, the other would help with
Well, you know what, let's try it with the chords, and then we'll try it with me playing the scales, and then we can decide which is optimal for you today. So it'll be raspberry, hum, and then E.
Okay.
Yep.
Didn't breathe properly, apparently.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's great. So. Yeah, I just breathe right from here.
It's
and
fine.
I don't have
It's great that you're catching that now. You're catching the habit, and that's the first step towards changing it.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
So good. Wait.
Oh no.
Notice your shoulders one more time.
I'm still making it a fight. If I do it wrong, then I get.
No. There's no wrong.
It's
there's just
funny.
Yeah.
Like, okay, good. So.
Just put a finger here. it'll move a little bit to let your tongue come out, but
Okay, good.
yeah, that's fine. It's impossible to keep it in the same place and stick your tongue out. It's okay.
Okay. Piano next door.
I know. That's Chopin next door to us.
Okay, so I don't know where my pitch is now, so thank you. And it doesn't really matter if I do the wrong pitch either. It's more important to just do the exercise.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, good.
Yeah. Good. What did you notice about that once you added your finger here?
Well, at some point I realized I was tucking my chin, and then I just sort of brought it back to what felt more like a neutral head position.
So, with that awareness, let's do a couple more of these now that you know that this was happening.
Okay.
So,
Much more free. Like I feel like my voice is up here instead of tucked into my throat.
Yeah, and it's much more in the room. It's much more present.
Yeah.
Let's keep going with this, and we are going to do similar pattern, but we're going to add a sustain note to the top. So it will be let's see if this will probably work. So, yeah, let's start here. Let's see if that's any easier. Okay.
So
it'll be same pattern as far as raspberry, hum, and then ah.
Ah, and then the sustain at the top.
Right.
Okay.
So it'll be just the counting at the top
Yep.
will be.
Okay.
Good. How does that feel so far?
It feels a little tight, a little self-conscious, and a little tight right in here.
Right in there? Okay. So, do me a favor.
Except on the sustain. Then it's okay.
The sustain feels better than the scale.
Yes.
Very interesting. Good to know. And I notice as you sustain, it sort of opens up
yeah.
and shimmers. So, let's move back down to here. And just slide between all the pitches. This time just go. And then do the scale on the way down.
Instead of trying to make each pitch.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now I'm tight at the top. It feels like that's okay.
It's fine. Is that any better? Do you feel any more of the connection on the scale or no? Yeah, it's not.
I'm still worrying more about doing whatever it is than just singing it. It's not. It just doesn't.
Do it. When you say doing whatever it is, what do you?
Not just letting it sing.
Mm-hmm. About like making
it sing.
Like,
yeah. So
I know that's our struggle, and I am the same way, But okay, so let's just take a second.
Mm-hmm.
Any pitch sort of comfortable in the middle of your range, just hum and breathe whenever. And notice just where you're vibrating today. Notice where that generator is. You can put a finger on it. Where do you feel it the strongest?
Right at the bridge of the nose today, like right here.
Good. So just with that awareness this time, see if you can direct it to another bony structure in the face that's not vibrating quite as strongly. It could be the jaw joint, it could be the teeth, the lower mandible, your cheekbones, your forehead. But see if you can just get the waves to resonate in a different part of your face as well. Go ahead and direct your attention there with your other hand. Anything else waking up a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Good. This time try it and pick one specific place instead of trying to pick.
It just felt like the whole thing.
The whole thing is shifting now?
Yeah.
How is back here? Is that vibrating as well, or is it?
No, it feels like it's front.
Okay. See if you can, now that you have the front, see if you can just get a little bit of the back, maybe at the crown of the skull. See if you can get the top of that to vibrate as well.
Still with the hand here and the hand in the... Okay.
Yep. Go ahead back to the front real quick. Does it feel a little bit more awake now?
It does. Mm-hmm. And I had that thing where I felt it in
my feet. Do you feel your
feet?
Too, yeah. Yes. I still can't do that. I'm still in my own practice. I'm like, how do I... My feet. It's good.
But I could feel them vibrating. It was fun.
Good. So now, let's go back to the scales. And instead, we're just going to go... with that same feeling. So put a hand up here on the hum. And when you open to the ah, allow yourself to feel the same vibration.
like looking at the floor. It's so funny. I don't know why I do that.
Yeah, I mean, that might be your way of just going inside.
Yes, yes. Is that the exercise you want me to do? Okay.
Make sure you hum on the top before you open. And really connect the slide. How did that whole exercise feel for you?
It's a little funny being that high humming.
The humming is difficult at that high. And we can go back and work our way back up there again. And instead of, you can start the hum on the lower pitch and open up as you ascend.
Yeah.
I probably should have realized that would have been difficult because there's no space.
But I liked it. I liked the tone of the voice when I opened it up.
The voice was gorgeous.
Yeah, really pretty.
Yeah. And it was really present. How did it feel in your own head? Did it feel like you were singing forte or mezzo forte or piano?
It felt quiet.
It felt quiet in your head. Okay, and that's good to know because in the room you were probably singing like mezzo forte or forte because all of your sound was out here, which is great. And how did it feel? I know obviously on the hum it was probably a little bit difficult up high.
But other than the hum at the top, it felt not very effortful. It felt pretty easy.
Like it was just happening.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Let's move a little bit back down and let's see if we can get back up there. So this time, you can start the hum on the bottom. We'll start here with the same exercise, and I'll let you know when you can go.
Okay. So was I connecting it enough?
Yes,
on the way down?
It was much more connected on the way down now.
Okay.
You can open this one if you want. Was it easier once you opened up a little bit on the slide?
It was. It was. When I was getting high, though, I realized I wasn't singing enough from here. I was singing too much from here. So, but
yeah, you seem to sort of...
I cut it off here.
Cut it off a little bit. But you notice that, and that's great, because you can fix that.
Yes.
Without me now.
Yes.
But the tone quality is so beautiful up there. It really is. And it still feels easy to produce.
Yes.
Great.
So what pitches were we around there?
Is it important?
So no,
you know.
Just, like, where?
That exercise we only went up to B.
Yeah.
And I'd say it was probably the easiest production was probably between the areas of like E and A.
Yeah.
Is where you got the most shimmer in your voice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's great. I started when I did this in G flat major.
Mm-hmm.
I just went up by half step if you want to do that.
Yeah, just when I do it at home.
Yeah. I wouldn't carry it higher than B flat or B for now.
Well, I can feel where it starts to get tight, and I can just stop there.
Right.
Yeah.
But especially F sharp, G, A flat, A were really, really, really lovely. Good. Are you feeling warmed up? Is there anything your body feels like it wants to do?
No, it feels pretty good.
Good. Okay. Great. Move on to some prep.